Hey everyone, I'm just starting a live feed. I know nobody's out there yet, but maybe some folks will be tuning on in. This is insane. This is a Category 4 with winds of 155 miles per hour. Do you know what the threshold is for a Category 5? 156. This is historic. One of the strongest storms to make landfall in United States history, if not the strongest. And we are seeing the circular rotation around that eye, a perfect circle, which means it's maintaining its strength over those very warm water temperatures and now battering Sanibel Island. This is Sanibel right in through there. And then you can come on up the coast, all those keys, everything in here. The eye wall right in through there. There's the eye. Inside the eye, calm winds, 15 miles per hour or less. Just around the eye wall, about 155 mile per hour winds. Incredible amount of wind energy, and surge with this is going to be crazy as well. So let me go and do a little bit of maneuvering here. And where's my mouse? Right here is where I'm looking for. There's the radar. Look at this. Unbelievable. If we go in for a closer look, you can see Cape Coral, St. James City. You can see Sanibel Island. That is going to be just utterly destroyed. The Keys going on up in towards the north. Let me stop this here and go to the last frame and take the opacity down a little bit. Now you can get a better picture, a better sense of where you are. Here's Fort Myers. This is just insane. That band right there, this yellow band is the eye wall that has come on shore. This bringing a tremendous amount of wind energy, like between 130 to 155 miles per hour now, right there. That's just insane. As it continues to move up towards the north, it's going to be a very slow progress. Now, back towards the north, all this rain you see here, notice it is on the north side of that eye, not much on the east side of the eye. There are also embedded tornadoes that are whipping on through these feeder bands is what we call them. And you'll see every now and then a warning pop up. We had one in the last hour or so. If I put this into motion, you can see that was just southeast of Tampa, southeast of Parrish, but that has been discontinued. But any one of those little yellow areas embedded in those feeder bands, that's where we could see tornadoes, isolated tornadoes, form with this storm. Unbelievable situation that we have going on across the country right now. And this will continue. This eye is going to slowly meander right on up in through here, just south of Interstate 4, today, tonight, and in throughout much of tomorrow morning, which means all this heavy rain is going to be extended right in through here. Now, I posted a lot of videos already on this, and this one will, when I stop going live, will be out there as well. This is going to confirm that narrow band of a corridor of anywhere from 25 to 40 inches of rainfall. So a lot of these estuaries that are down there, a lot of those areas down by the surface that have all these little ponds and stuff around these subdivisions, that's going to become one solid lake. So moving and the flooding across these areas is just going to be incredibly devastating. Impassable, a lot of these roads across the region. So this is the scenario right now with this storm. I just saw that report and I wanted to go live before I head out and have to do other things today. This is one of the most historic storms, the devastating. Pray for folks. Port Charlotte. Now, all these areas now are right of this eye, right in through here. I've been in several eyes. I've been in this situation, but not for this strength of a storm, a Category 2. And I can tell you that when the eye, as a matter of fact, I wrote a book on it, and I've got it on the cover to give you an idea of just what is happening there. So this is the cover of my book. And that is me And that is a pier that is up around, I don't know, 18 to 20 feet off the water. And that pier, I watched it come down, crashing down right before our eyes in the storm surge of a Category 2 hurricane. So that storm surge was 5 to 6 feet, and then the 20-foot waves were on top of that. So the storm surge right now in this area, right in through here, that storm surge is over 10 feet. Some areas will be 15 feet. And then you'll have 20-foot waves on top of it. So anything right through here on these keys, outer keys, gone. There won't be houses. They'll just be decimated, totally wiped out along the coastal areas. And then all this water, because these are channels in here, all that water to the right is going to plow on up and get up into these rivers, and that's going to raise the water table dramatically. So all these areas back in through here, they're going to be underwater. So where you see around Fort Myers, all through here, Whiskey Creek, Pine Manor, Cape Coral, this is going to be just insane, the amount of water and flooding that will be moving on up across the region. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Historic as far as winds, 155 miles per hour, perfectly symmetrical storm, and it's continuing to move on up. This is just, as from the meteorological perspective, notice how the counterclockwise flow is going around that eye, but notice the clouds in the higher levels of the atmosphere, they're fanning out in a clockwise fashion. You see that? The winds up above it are fanning in that direction. So at the surface, counterclockwise, aloft, it's going clockwise. And that's high pressure or the evacuation of the air coming out of that eye, which is just remarkable. Anytime we see any of these, see that curl right in there? So the eye wall will go through and have all these vortices on the inside, and then it will go through cycles where it will kind of weaken and then reestablish itself. And so right now it's going from that perfect circle to now just a little, looks like a peanut, and then it will come back to a perfect circle. So with this type of strong storm, the energy is insane. The other problem is going to be it's sucking up more moisture. It's still over the open waters. And so that's why the concern for heavy flooding exists back here across these areas back up to the north. So there we are. That's what I have going on for you. And unbelievable storm. Unbelievable storm. So I'm going to go and we'll bring you updates throughout the day.